Hi traders, welcome to another video, man. We are having the weekly analysis today. I will be analyzing the dollar index, which is DXY, gold, AUD, USD, US30, and also US100. So please watch up to the end of the video. I will try to make it as short as I can. And in front of us currently, this is the dollar index. If you can look in this, where this arrow is currently at, this is the dollar index, and the dollar index is known for being the indicator for the strength or the weakness of the dollar, pretty much, right? So if the dollar could be gaining strength, you would know that any other pair that it has the dollar as a quote, it will be losing strength, or it will be, you know, it's just the inverse of what the dollar index is representing. But more on that later, right? So we did have a week last week, from the 11th to the 15th of October, and I did post a video on it, and most of the analysis that I did speak about, they played out. But obviously we had some changes as the week went on, which I was planning. Really, I actually made videos on gold, trying to do a follow-up, but I was not yet consistent with it because I felt it's not yet in demand. So I don't want to be investing time in something that people aren't interested in. So I'd rather focus more on what you guys are currently after at this moment. But obviously I will not stop, but I won't be as consistent with it until, of course, I recognize you guys, it's what you want to see, right? So currently in front of me we have the dollar index, and I did, as you can see here, I indicated bull market, right? And why did I do that? Obviously you're looking at the chart right now. See how that was the high. This is the daily time frame, by the way. That was the high. The market made a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, and then it didn't make a lower low. At this moment here, the market didn't make a lower low, but instead what it did is it made, I believe it's safe for us to say, it's a double bottom, right? It made a double bottom right at that moment, right? It made a double bottom, and because of a double bottom, we all know a double bottom is a reversal pattern for those who know it, and then now it reversed, right? It didn't only just reverse. If you look at this was the last lower high, right? But look at what the market did with this impulsive move. It broke that lower high with this higher high, right? And then now higher low, and then now we have a new higher high, which is now currently in this current structure here. From this high, it's the highest, right? And it looks like it's doing a retest, preparing for an impulsive move. It looks like it's something of this nature, right? Most probably from here we can expect another, you know, because the market moves in zigzag formation. But this is just only the daily time frame, and this is just what I'm thinking possibly could happen. Currently this is the highest probability for me, obviously for a long term. But if ever the market, because it's currently there, if it ever can decide to maybe break below, then I would be looking for this kind of retest, and obviously I would enter for that short position at that level, right? Yeah, so let's continue. So this is why I say this is a bull market. Currently my strongest bias is on buys, right? I'm looking for strong buys currently. If we maybe can go to a smaller time frame, because this is a daily, maybe go to a 4 hour, right? We want to see clearer the market and see how we can maximize from it, right? So this was the peak, the last that we had, and then it got broken. And when it was broken, the market then came down to retest. We entered for buys, but instead when it got to that high again, it rejected and came down, and now it came here. And looks like still it's failing. So what I'm thinking that is going on currently, we could be possibly be caught up in a range, right? I mean, you all can see how this market is planning to move. So this could be the thing for now, maybe a range for now. I really when it comes, it's hard to give signals on a ranging market, because, or maybe to give a bias on a ranging market, because that market is for scalpers. So I can say it's gonna go bullish and then the market just consolidates. I can say it's gonna go bearish and then it consolidates. So on the daily time frame, I'm saying if you want to swing the trade, you can start for entering for buys at this moment. Right at this moment, you can enter for buys when the market opens, enter for buys, and then swing it to the highest you can possibly get it. But if you are not planning to swing, if you are going to be scalping this trade, maybe on Monday you can take a buy, take sells, take buys until you actually get a breakout maybe, and then you retest and then continue for a buy, or maybe you get a breakout and then retest and then a sell. Right, that's pretty much what I'm looking at on the dollar index. That's what we should be all looking for the week. And I do want to say we have a level here. We have a level here that could be a potential level for a reversal. I'm saying this because it looks like it was the low we last had, and now we are below it. So if ever the market fails to break above here, most probably it's gonna gain momentum to the downside from here. Also look out for that. But currently my strongest bias is bulls, right? But it's a possibility if the market can show weakness when in the open, and it could fail to break above, we should definitely be looking for sells. But if it opens with a bullish move, or maybe it shows bullish momentum on Monday, we should definitely be confident for those buys. Right, now to the next pair, going to the next pair. So guys, I didn't clean my charts, I kept them as they are. The reason behind is I want you to, I don't know, but it makes it easier for me to, you know, to break it down for you. Unlike if I would clean the charts from the start, then that way I will get even confused, because sometimes, you know, you will forget where you put your lines, or you, not that really you would forget, but I don't know how to put this, but it sometimes confuses me, it complicates my things, right? Because I'm gonna need the charts at the end of YouTube, so I still need to use them, so I can't be deleting and adding again. So in front of me is gold, right? If you can go to it, the daily time frame, you will clearly see, let me just zoom out. You will clearly see how I'm seeing what I'm seeing currently on gold. I wrote in orange, I said consolidation, right? And then in blue I said still looking for strong buys, and then I'm going to give you my reason for that one, right? You look at this market right here, it was in a channel, right? Okay, let me do this. This market we had here, it was in a channel, right? A downward channel. It looked as though it was going to continue in that manner, most probably when it gets here, continue like this. But obviously we saw the market behaving differently when it got to this level. Instead it broke out, right? And most probably we're thinking maybe a retest and then we're going to continue, but still again the market didn't do that. It instead came inside, right? And then when it was inside, it made a support, a resistance, and came down and found its support from that last low we had at that level right there. It found its high there, and then it found its low there, right? So when the market at this moment where it is, I call it the middle price, it's currently in the middle of this consolidation here. I call it I can call it consolidation because it's not moving really, it's not moving in any, it's not moving impulsively, maybe to, it's not an uptrend or a downtrend, it's just from there, exactly from there, it's just up down, you get that. So it's, for me, it's a consolidation, right? So it's a consolidation, but I'm still looking for overall buys, right? And the reason for that, if I can delete this black line that I drew here, and I'm going to redraw it, I just want to explain it again. So you look at the market, how it's here, right? Let me try to make it with the box. Okay, not that one. Okay, let me draw that line again and explain with this thing here. So this before was resistance, right? Resistance, when it's broken, it becomes a newly formed support, right? And then it did prove to be right. It supported and went to the upside. It tried to support again here. If I can try to zoom it, it did try to support again at this level here. It did try to support, right? It was resistance at that level. It came for the support. It came to try and support again, and then it was broken below, right? And from this level, we're expecting the market, it's not gonna be able, because since well it's below, it has to act as resistance. And at some point it did act as resistance, though it didn't come at that level, but we were able to spot this move. If because you will remember from the video I posted on it's support and resistance. They say support and resistance is not specifically, it shouldn't specifically be numbers, but rather an area. So from this area we knew we were looking for sells, and we did enter for sells. And look at how when it broken above, it was again supporting to be now resistance becoming support. Still we are above support, broken below, came above now, and broken below. So at this moment we couldn't see a structure because the market was ranging. But if you look at it now, if you look at it now, if you try to come close to it now, it's definitely above that level. So hence now I'm saying I'm strongly on buys, because if you look at this this high that we had, this last high we had, the market has actually made a higher high from that the last structure we had, which is here, right? So the market, you know, it made this high, and I did say last week that I'm seeing that this is an inverted head and shoulders. I said I'm looking for buys because I see this as a shoulder, as a head, as a shoulder, but inverted ones. So now, as those for you who trade patterns, you know how this is a neckline, right? This is a neckline. So the market it went impulsively up, came back down. So now we are on the neckline. What I'm looking for is for the week from the it's the let me confirm the week that we are going to from the 18th of October to the 22nd of October. I'm definitely looking for buys. Looking for buys at least up to that far. Obviously you're going to know how to place your stop loss. You have to risk according to your plan, but if ever the market then decides to break below, again we have to adjust. We don't make price, we follow the movements. If maybe it can break this level, I would wait for it to come maybe to this low and maybe try to push it upwards, and then maybe take a short position up to this level over here, right? That's what I'm looking for at gold. Maybe if we go to a smaller time frame to confirm, just to confirm, this is what I'm looking for on gold. It looks like definitely it's failing to break below. You can see with that candlestick with long wicks on the 4 hours. So we are definitely should be looking for buys at this moment. So if I'm going to post another video after this one, I will be showing you guys how I caught these trades, because I believe some of you might be interested in that. So now we are going to the next pair, which I believe is US30, right? Yes, this is US30, and I want to go to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame of US30, there's not much, right? There's not much. Last week I did say we are below this level that I drew from here. I said the market broken below. You can see how it was valid, right? It was supporting here. When it was broken below, it became resistance, not once but twice, became resistance again here, and I said it's gonna resist again, right? And it definitely did resist, but it found its support somewhere in these areas, and then went impulsively to the upside, right? So currently it's above what we saw as resistance. So because it's above what we saw as resistance, I am definitely looking for buys in this market. I believe I did indicate somewhere. Let me try to zoom out. Bull market, right? So I'm definitely looking for buys, but it's not instant buys. I'm not gonna instantly enter for buys when the market opens, because you see how where it closed the market. What could possibly happen is the market could go up, right? And maybe from there I can take a sell, right? And then when I am here, I can go for buys for a long term, maybe for a week or maybe for 2 weeks, depending on how the market will be moving at that time. If it's not moving with a lot of momentum, I will definitely close earlier than that. But if it has a lot of momentum, we are definitely holding, right? So this is what we were looking for last week. So we broken above now the resistance, which was slash support before, resistance that we had. So now it's going to act as our new support, and we are definitely looking for buyers. I don't advise anyone to trade US30 or Nasdaq if you don't have enough capital. So I don't like to dwell on these ones. Don't want to give you guys wrong ideas. It's not easy to trade these things, but they are tradable, right? So we are going to the next pair. I want us to go to the next pair because I don't like this one, but we are definitely going for buys on that one. If you want to enter, you should be looking for buys. But just to give a disclaimer, I do not give signals, so make your own analysis also before you can enter any trade. So I said here bears market, this is US100, right? And why did I say that? Is simply because last week the market was somewhere around here, and I said we were going to go for short, right? And I did indicate that the market was gonna go to this because I saw that as our support before. I did say because it was supporting before, broken, now it was gonna become resistance, and in my anticipation I thought it was gonna come drop to as far as this low. Unfortunately, it found a support somewhere around these areas, and then it went impulsively to the upside, right? So now that it went impulsively to the upside, remember this was support, it became resistance. Now we are above it, like what it happened on US30. So we could definitely be currently definitely could be expecting the market to go short, right? Hence I say the bears market, the market can come down, right? So as it comes down, like this pair is currently ready for a sell. So if the market opens and you have enough capital to trade it to the downside, definitely trade it. Those are a lot of pips, right? This is an indice rather. It has a lot of pips, so I'm going to calculate it for you so you can take a sell. It's a bears market for me. When it opens, if I feel confident enough, I can definitely enter for a sell, and then from here we can be definitely looking for buys, maybe up to this high over here, looking for buys, buying from that level, because you remember it resisted before. When it was broken, it supported, so it became now resisted. Resisted becoming a resistance, but the resistance now is currently broken. It now has to act as support. You know how the law is inverse, right? So yeah, that's what I'm looking for on Nasdaq. Maybe if you can go to a smaller time frame, most probably 4 hour, we can see it clearer even there that the market had a high here, right? I almost forgot about this one. I did take a buy, and it was 136 pips if you look at it. But yeah, man, that was just about that. I did take a buy. Look at me, indicated with the wrong thing, man. Right, you know, when you are in a hurry, right, you actually do things in a hurry, man, because Nasdaq doesn't wait for anybody. When it's about time, when the New York session opens, it just goes straight into profits, and it just moves actually. And if you were not there to take advantage of that, you will find yourself being stopped out, or rather you will find yourself missing out a big move. So from here we can definitely expect this market to come down and then maybe give us an impulse to the upside, right? So yeah, man, that's just what I'm seeing on this one. If we go to the last one, now this is GJ, and we saw how it was very bullish for the week, right? And it started off pretty much not indicating where it was going, and suddenly it just went bullish, right? But I did give a signal. You remember how we analyzed last week? I said the market indicating with these things, I said I'm expecting the market to come down to this thing here. Let me go to the daily first to show you why I was saying that. So you see how the market here was resisting, right? It was resisting here also, and you see how then it was impulsively broken, right? So in my perspective, I felt now that the market was broken impulsively to the upside, what I was waiting for was the market to come down here, and when it came down, I was going to enter for a buy at the retest of it, right? You know, resistance broken becomes support, and that's definitely what we saw. The market opened, it tried to play around, but it definitely came down and gave us that retest, but it gave us on a smaller time frame. If I can go to the 15 minutes time frame, that's where we got it, and definitely I was able to spot it because I was already prepared for it. It came down, I entered there, and then targeting that as my take profit, because that was my another resistance that I had. So currently I'm looking to say on this market we are definitely bullish, right? We are definitely bullish, and what we can be expecting for the week is the market can come to this thing here, that this pick over here can come there, and then maybe you can buy it from here at this level up to this far, right? And yeah man, you can have a trading week afterwards. And from there, if you maybe would need me to do a follow-up video, you can just comment down below, please, or comment down below follow-up videos, and then I will know that you want me to post follow-up videos. But if you don't want, if you like this content, you can just comment that continue with the same or whatever you want, guys. So thank you for watching up to this far if you are, and I appreciate your support, guys, for being consistent in the channel. Please do like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell because more content is coming. This is where the video ends for today, unfortunately, guys. So if you want something else, you will comment down below. I'm out.